Hello, good evening, and a very warm welcome to Rangers Radio.
Hello, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Foxchair, on the show this evening as the one and only South Side and the legend that is Big Stephen from the northwest of the city. Evening, gentlemen. I say that term loosely.
Evening, Ox. Wednesday night. Good to be on my big mucker, Stevie. Looking forward to the show. And good evening to everyone listening in this evening.
Evening, Stephen.
Yes, good evening. Yes, welcome to the big station, serving the nation. It's Dream Team Wednesday. Come on.
I've just had a message for Fox there. We're going to just play the last 10 minutes as we build up to the show to let everybody hear it, Southside, Jess. What do you think? He recorded that, yeah? Oh, dear.
Aye. Here we go.
Stephen, how are you, mate? How are you?
You know me, I'm always proactive. No, I'm happy days. I'm running into the big game in it, so the battle fever's starting to build up. You know, that's it. And can I just say before we get into it, by the way, Southside, they pies are gorgeous, man. I don't know where you're getting them for. I don't know, but they're absolutely kebab pies. Honestly.
I'm glad you liked them, mate.
Different class.
A wee bit more premium than your ordinary one.
You better adopt the Hunter Waynes and keep them in pies at the cheaper.
I know, no, he's not the first one to say they were good, so I can't complain. I was just expecting them. I was expecting them to like them, so he certainly did.
Listen, Southside, I'm no one for spreading rumours, as you well know, yeah?
Oh, far away, know about that.
Right. All I'm saying is, my sources tell me that somebody was in a place on Saturday, and the term that was used, if you can't beat them, I need to join them. That's all I'm saying, Southside.
Right, okay.
All right.
Fair enough. Right.
All right. That's all I'm saying.
Don't give me any of that crap.
Dear. All right, fair enough.
Right.
Right. Listen, Stevie, I just want to thank you for, and your good friends at Go Bathrooms, mate. It was a great gesture, mate. And obviously we're trying to raise money for a charity as well. So what they've done is fantastic. Obviously, first and foremost, giving us a ticket for such a big game is really much appreciated. And hopefully somebody wins it. And look, whoever wins it is ultimately going to win a ticket to go to that game on Saturday. One of the biggest games in a generation at Ibrox in a league match for a tenner. Steve, for a tenner.
Unreal. It's absolutely unreal. And I've got to say, but thanks to Big George and the boys at Go Bathrooms, he's a bit, believe it or not, Big George is a fan of your Davies. It comes on, he's killing himself about the window cleaner. He says, absolutely fantastic. He says, so it's basically through wee Davey working. He's getting us the ticket for the game. But I'll tell you what, whoever wins that for a tenner's not tut off. As you said, it's one of the biggest games in 10 years. And unreal. I mean, the day of the game, you could name your price. Well done to the boys at Go Bathrooms. Do a brilliant job, good service, and if any of the Blue Roses are out there looking to get a wee toilet done, give these guys a look up.
Who needs an advert when you've got Big Stevie about inside that?
I know, a guy's probably just cut his advertising and says we'll get a big man to do it every other week when he's on. But no, fantastic gesture, mate. Fantastic gesture for the boys at Go Bathrooms. So, and it's good to put something back for the show, and hopefully somebody that takes a ticket or gets a number for the card wins it, and they go and thoroughly enjoy the game first and foremost, the experience, and obviously a Glasgow Rangers win at the end of the day, and all money raised is going to the charity that you've said. So, it's a win-win, mate.
Right, so you just go on shop.rangersradio.online, Stephen, yeah, that's what you do. you choose the number that you want, and if it's available, it will tell you. That's in stock, just like an item in a shop. You add that to your cart. Stephen, are you with me so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you then view your cart, make sure you've got it, and it comes up. Proceed to checkout, and then you fill out your details as if you were purchasing something online. If you're in PayPal and you're a member of PayPal, you can use that. If no, you just fill out your bank details and proceed, and it goes there. Nobody else sees your bank details, and the payment is confirmed by email, and it's as simple as that, Southside.
I'll take your word for it. I wouldn't do it. I'd get somebody else to do it for me.
Can I just admit something to you? You keep saying add it to your cart. I can't get nothing else in my cart. I've ordered 4 of the kebab pies, 2 bridies, and 2 of the gravy steak pies off of Southside. I can't get nothing else in my trolley.
I told you, Southside, you don't know where you've started here. Yeah,
I know, but they were delish. So I'm sure they are delish.
You wake up one morning, you hear beep, 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 and you'll think it's your alarm. It'll be an Arctic. It'll be him turning up for a delivery of pies.
Listen, see, not how I gave Dingwall my pie of the year last season, right? You've got to, right? It's not about taste, right? But I'm going to tell you something. The weight of this pie and the size of this pie that I got off the Southside, my God, there's some eating in them. And just let me tell you, Dingwall's not got a patch on these. So I don't know, Southside, where you're pulling these, but I'm telling you the truth, they're off the scale, mate. They're beautiful.
I did tell Ibrox to sample them, but they were going down another route at that time. So you could, I suppose, if you put his kebab pie up against the one at Ibrox to that one, mate, you can see who would have won.
He done me Southside there. I thought, what's Mark Dingwall got to do with pies?
That should do HR.
Right.
Somebody may be offended. You need to watch what you're saying now.
Oh, no. Oh, don't worry, there's a lot of people hate me. I'm used to it. Goes with the territory. Right, okay. I just want to quickly get your thoughts. No spoke to you, Southside. You were on Monday. Sorry, Stevie. Your thought quickly on the game on Saturday. We'll turn our attention, get the phone lines open. Then I've got a wee question for both of you. All right, that you don't know about. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Here we go again, Stevie, man. We better not be a quiz. I'm telling you that now. Right, I don't want a quiz.
No, I wouldn't do a quiz on a Wednesday night. I hate nothing eats draws.
What do you mean nothing each draw? You know I won it.
Aye, he'll win it. That'll save a competition, right? He would win it.
Aye. Stevie, give your thoughts on Saturday, mate.
What can I say? I thought it was a kind of professional job, but we just dominated the game, basically. They had their normal wee spell. They got down the part once and a wee bit of calamitous defending cost us a goal, you know. But we were always in control, and I never thought. I've got to say, the third one went, and I was relieved, because you're thinking to yourself, this mob can get down the park here and maybe sneak one, you know what I mean? So you need that wee bit of distance. But apart from that, I thought we scored 3 fantastic goals. I thought it was a couple of good performances, and the 3 points, that was what it was about. That was it. Just get all that line, get the 3 points in the bag, that was it. Happy days.
Aye. I think that's it. I think that this time of this season, it's all about winning. Southside.
Aye. Well, it's always about winning, Ox, isn't it? But we're at the business end of the season, and like we said, we're looking for a decent performance. But it's points, our performances, and I know manager had said you need to have a performance to have a performance, or you need a performance to get a result. But listen, we know we can get a result by not playing too well. But there's some good individual performances. It was a decent team effort, and we got the job done. and that's what mattered at the weekend, mate.
Aye. So we move on, and you can feel there's something building. I don't know if it's tension, nerves, apprehension, that's just normal for these games, but this one just feels a wee bit different, Stevie, doesn't it?
Aye, it's a biggie, mate. It's a biggie. It's an absolute biggie. It's all about mentality for me. It's all cliche, and who wants it most and all this. Rangers go it and do what they should be doing. We'll be all right. Big game. That's all I'm going to say. Bridgman's right. It's the most important game. He says it every week, but it's true. This is a biggie. I believe sincerely if we win this and we win, we're gaming on, it's a big step towards two hands going on that trophy, mate.
Aye, it's a massive game. Right, so we'll go through what you think. I think there's about maybe 3 potential places up for grabs. Would you say that was fair, Southside?
Aye, there's probably about 3. I think the rest of it's settled. Well, we think it's settled unless he comes up with something
unless
else.
Unless 2 of them run into each other in training on Saturday morning, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But would we agree that Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Lundstrom, Dessers, well, maybe more, but Dessers, they're all shoe-ins as we sit this now. Ridvan's fit, I think he starts. Myself, personally, Southside, and Stevie.
Uh-huh.
Who'd you say, CD9?
I think the way we sit this now, I think he'll start, mate.
Aye, I would think he would start, aye. I know you missed out Diamandi there.
I don't think he's a shoe-in, mate. I think
he's a shoe-in, mate. He's a shoe-in. He's been there all season. Why would you just change it? No. You want to just put somebody in that's not a midfielder for a midfielder?
I think there's potential, and I've thought about this today. I think there's potential that we can maybe go with the same team that started in Benfica, mate. Diamandi's in that team, yeah.
Aye. I think he's a shoe-in. I don't see any reason why you would take him out of team ups. I really don't.
So then we've got the right hand midfield, the left hand midfield, and I think Canwell will start. Stevie, what do you think?
I think Cantwell will start as well, but I've got to say, so I agree with Southside. The Monday, I think why would he change it? Just what Southside says there, he's played every game. Why would they change it? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Aye, definitely. I'm going with that. I'm going with Southside. Normally I go against them just for the sake of it, but I'm agreeing with him.
So if we assume Ridvan's fit, you've got Butland, Tavernier, Golson, Suter, Ridvan, Diamandi, Lundstrom, Cantwell, Dessers, and then it's left and right, Southside.
Silva probably start on the right, on the left. I think Silva will probably start.
Mm-hmm.
I know Seema's back and all that, but listen, he'll be an impact player coming on, I think. There's no need to rush him right back for this game. We've got a team in a squad that's good enough to beat them. So we can introduce him as the season goes on with the amount of games that's left. If it's 7, 8, 9 games that we're going to have, Seema can come on and play a big part. But I think Silva will stay on the left-hand side ups.
Well, could happen, mate. Could happen. Stevie?
Aye, no, I agree. You could see it. It wouldn't bother me if we'd done it the opposite way. I started with Seema and brought Silva on for him. It wouldn't really bother me because the two of them have got at least a good half in them anyway. You know what I mean? So it wouldn't bother me either way. But I would honestly think if I'm a...
Oh, carry on, boys. You're both on mute.
Is it there?
Stevie?
Aye, yeah.
Carry on.
Aye. No, I just think if I'm in the tunnel and I'm looking out at a Rangers team, Seema's a big frame of a boy and it's mind games and all because they all know what that big guy can do. You know, it might put a bit of fear into them. You know, the big man in that tunnel starting walking on there. I don't know. I don't know. We would start either way. It wouldn't matter. I don't think.
All right. Okay. I will see, mate. We'll hopefully get some calls in it and get people's opinion. If it's all right with you two upstanding gentlemen, we'll get these phone lines open.
Yep.
Aye. Come on in, get people on the night and get talking about the famous Glasgow. Listen, this is a title run-in. We scooshed that league for 55. We'd won the league by now. We won it on the 7th of March or something.
Aye.
And this is now gone toe-to-toe with them, putting the pressure right on them, but they've had it easy for the last number of years. And this is a big, massive game on Sunday, especially because there's 2 to go, and we're going for a league title here. It's a run-in. So let's go on here, but you all think.
Can I just add to that, Southside? You're totally right. It is a run-in, and the team has done us brilliant to get us where we are, considering we're 10 points behind at one time. So come on, Bears, go on here and give us a bit of stick, tell us what you think, and get the battle fever going. Come on.
You're here. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye, it's a big game. It feels a big game. It's in the air. You can smell it. That makes sense. But we'll see. So, look, we don't think about many changes, but our bench is going to be stronger, Stevie, yeah?
Aye, 100%, mate. Yep. Aye, there against Hibs, it was a strong bench when you were looking with bringing the players on. Who come on again? Seema come on. Who else come on?
Matondo,
Lawrence. So, it is a strong bench, isn't it? You know? And it's just, it was all about minutes, getting minutes into legs and the build-up of this game, wasn't it? So, I think we're all right. I think we've got enough in our tank to beat this mob.
Aye. Yes, anyway, we've been joined by a good friend of the show and a good friend of Big Stevie's. We've been joined by Spanish Billy. Evening, Billy boy.
Good evening, gentlemen. How's you going? Hope you're all doing right, like.
How you doing, Billy?
Good evening.
I know it's too bad. The voice is still a wee bit croaky for Saturday, all that shouting and singing, but other than that, I can't complain. Just wanted to come in. I can't stay long tonight, but just wanted to say I finally met the man, the myth, the legend, the representative of Go Bathrooms and the better half of Dream Team Wednesday.
Wait a minute. Did I hear that right? The representative of Go Bathrooms.
For security reasons, I can't repeat myself, but I may or may not have said that.
Oh, man.
But I just wanted to say thank you to Big Stevie. The young boy was over the moon, absolutely delighted. So thank you very much for taking your time out. I did hit the pork shoulder in the bus, but that thing's way too heavy to carry about all day. So I think that might have got left behind.
Aye. Well, it was good to meet you, mate, you and the wee man, and I made a wee goodie bag up for the wee man, and I hope you enjoyed the game, and it was nice to meet you, but as I said to you, Bully, I get dragged everywhere, man. I had to be in 10 different places that day, and I'm sorry I couldn't spend much time with you. I never even get any time to steal in the Wayne sweeties of them, know what I mean? So, aye, but it was good to meet you, and hopefully we can maybe do it again when I've got a wee bit more time, and I'll give you a wee bit of crack and a wee tour. Oh.
We'll definitely be over again next season, and hopefully everything goes in favour, and we'll get the season tickets sorted again. So,
yep,
brilliant, mate. Brilliant. When you meet him, he doesn't disappoint, does he?
No, it was a flying visit, but it was a memorable one. No, he had a wee goodie bag, and we didn't get a chance to look at it until we got back on the bus. As soon as we got on the bus, Cameron, I get elbows to the ribs and everything. Damn, mind your own business. It wasn't for you. So I didn't even get nosy until he was sleeping. And I got hooking through to see what he got. But no, I appreciate that. The wee man loved it.
Did the balaclava fit the wedding?
He already has one that fits him.
Brilliant. Couple of wee badges, some stickers, a lovely scarf. A scarf is a cracker. But anyway, brilliant. I'm glad you came. Good blue nose. He's travelling all that distance to see the famous. He can't whack it. What's your prediction for the weekend, William?
Oh, I don't do predictions. I just do expectations and demands. We must win. I know people say, 2 draws with them all day. If we win every game, 2 draws with them, we win the league. Nah, not for me. You can't take them risks. They're coming to our patch thinking we're guaranteed 3 points. No, can't be like that. We have to go out, set the marker down. This league belongs to us. You know, if we win our game in hand and beat them, it's ours to lose. I already see it as ours to lose if we do what we need to do against Dundee. So not. They're coming to us. They think they've already won it. That's just correct them. Put them back in their place. Ibrox used to be a fortress. People used to fear coming to Ibrox. We need to start winning titles again. A certain dominance in Scottish football again, and just let them know that we're what we're all about. You can't come to Ibrox thinking we're a guaranteed point or a guaranteed 3 points. It's absolutely imperative to me we win. So I don't do score predictions or anything like that there. As I say, it's just expectations and demands about upholding our standards, changing the narrative and getting us back to the way it really should be. And I expect no less.
Oh, Mrs. Spanish Billy has to get the same demands. Expectation and demands. Right,
there is no Mrs. Spanish Billy.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, I was only having a bit of fun. Sorry about that. Listen, Southside, I think he's right. Listen, it's Ibrox, and we should have expectation and demands, and also this is a chance to put down a big marker.
Of course it is. Listen, we've not really put up many challenges against them. Let's be honest, in the last wee while, we've beaten them in certain games, but it's not been good enough. It's time to rectify it. Clamont's come in, he's put a new belief into that squad that's not even his, apart from a few players, a couple of players. So, you're right, Billy. It's time for us. We've lost 2 already this season, and we can't be losing any more. We've got the initiative. We know what's at stake. We know if we beat them on Sunday and then we beat Dundee in that game in hand, that puts us 5 points clear. And that's all we need to worry about at the moment until we get to Ross County the following Sunday. But it's about time we started beating them. We never put in a performance the first time round under Beale. Totally lacked ambition in that. We had a better second half, but still not good enough. We need to get back to winning ways. We need to get back to beating them regular at Ibrox. I've listened to 1 or 2 of them. I've heard a few comments today, and they're confident as anything, and they're confident they'll batter us up at the Rain Dome, they said. So that's what they believe, but I know that this team's good enough and capable enough of beating them on Sunday. And it's just about making sure that we do it. They're not as good as they think. They've got dangerous players here and there, but it's about us and how we perform. If we put a performance in 11 players in that blue jersey, that'll be enough to get us a victory.
Can I give you a wee chuckle? Well, when I jumped at the motor and I gave you a wee goodie bag, I said to my boy, I'm going to meet Spanish Billy, right? So when I jumped back in the motor, he went, I thought you said the guy was Spanish Billy. I said, that is. He said, he sounds from Belfast. I said, he is. So he said, how can that be? I said, long story, son, long story. Don't ask any more questions. That's what he said. It was quite funny. Got to be Spanish Billy. They said, Spanish. It sounds from Belfast. But anyway, it was good.
I like it, Steve. I like it. You're stuck with that on here, Spanish Billy.
Oh, I had to take it one further. So I had got the away kit, and there was a bit, the print was coming off it, so I had to order a new one, and I got Spanish Billy 72 on the back of it, just in case any people doubt me, they'll know now I have it in the back of my shirt now. So.
That was that Foxy's fault. He could smell Bella Mira. He put Bella Madeira.
that was hilarious. That was.
That's what happens outside.
Aye. Brilliant. Well, it was good to get Chris in Spanish, Billy, wasn't it?
Brilliant.
Oh dear. Oh, the things that happen sometimes on here, innit? You're stuck with it. You're stuck with it, Billy boy.
I don't mind, but no, just on to the game. No, like my wee boy was sort of looking all round, like, because St Mirren 2-0, 3rd of December was his first game, and he could sense, like the tension, the atmosphere, the animosity, and he kept saying to me, Dad, what's their problem? He's seen it in a different light, with the challenges and the referee and everything, but unfortunately he was looking at his feet to see where his juice was, and he missed the Hibs player blasting the ball in a bad temper at his teammate. So he asked me what happened, and I explained it to him, and then he was like, why are they getting a free kick? Sure, he kicked the same player. And he says to me afterwards, he was like, does everybody hear us like that? And I was like, they'd love to hear us, but nobody likes us, we don't care. And he had a lot of questions about the decisions, and I was like, listen, son, I don't think the referee even knows what he's doing, so I'm never going to know what he was doing.
Oh, honestly, your boy's spot on, Billy, because come in there, south side, the referee, we're no guilty of blaming referees, but he was atrocious, and that's a 3-1 victory.
Aye, it was. I was at David Dickinson. It was Billy. He had a shocker at Kilmarnock and all. The last time I seen him, it's like I said Monday night. I'd never seen so many drop balls in a game. Sometimes the ball hits the referee, gets in the road, and he's got to give a drop ball. You might get one in a game later on back to the goalkeeper, but there must have been about 6 or 7 drop balls at the game at the weekend. But listen. It's something we always talk about on here from time to time about referees, but hopefully come Sunday, John Beaton, we'll no need to talk about him. He'll just win the game on the park, fair and square, and that'll be it. And then there'll be no excuses. They always cheated, never defeated. Mob then can't come up with it, They've started already.
John sent his apologies last night, Southside. He couldn't come on. He hopefully got on the right. He was at his meeting last night.
Aye, that's right. I know he would have been at a meeting. But hopefully he'll come on the night. We'll get a wee chat with him.
Aye, your boy was. What age is your boy, Billy?
7.
A 7-year-old noticed. Yeah, Stevie, how bad the referee was. That shows you how bad he was.
Oh man, the only thing they're consistent at has been non-consistent. Listen, see the amount of times he stopped the game and gave bounce balls, and the only time he didn't stop the game was when the Rangers player went down hard in his face. He didn't stop. I couldn't believe it. Some of the stuff was just, every time he gave a bounce ball, we were in possession of the ball, yet every time he gave it to Hibs. And I couldn't get it. And then you watch the game on the Sunday and the referee does the exact opposite. He stops the game, they've got the ball, and he gives Celtic the ball again. And starts it. So what is the rule here? What is the, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. The referees have got to say over the piece are rank rotten. But you've got, is it Willie Collum? It's the UEFA, our number 1 referee who goes to all the UEFA stuff, attends the European games and that. I mean, that just tells you the same story, doesn't it? If he's our number 1 referee, man, but honestly, it really is bad. But anyway, I'm glad the Wayne noticed it, and it was good to see Laurel Hardy, the boy battling the ball off his own player's head and hitting the other player and all. It just comedy stuff, absolute comedy. And to sing Hibs are falling apart again, that just rivals them. Brilliant.
Aye, your boy was spot on. 7 years of age, spot
on. It was brilliant because we were right, and we were in GR7, but we were right at the wall, right at the corner on the stairway. So for Tav's penalty, I says, right, son, wait you on out there and get down and win the steps so you can get a good view. So I went down with him, and Tav missed the penalty, and there was a win of words out of the young boy. And then whenever, was it Wright? It was Scott Wright that hit the rebound down. I tried to lift the wee boy, but he's that heavy now, I couldn't lift him, so I just had to start shaking him. Then we went back and we sat down and we see it. And then it comes up VAR for encroachment. And the wee boy was like, what's going on now? And I was like, well, I didn't see it in real time. Like, I couldn't see anything wrong with it. But no, he really, really enjoyed it because obviously it was a different atmosphere. But see, whenever we're usually about the third bus in Helen Street, we were way, way down Helen Street this time, and we had to be back for 5, and there was no way we were waiting. If it was me and I could have made the bus in time, but with the wee boy, we had to leave at 1:45. So just whenever we were leaving, we heard the roar for the third goal, but unfortunately we missed that. But no, he had a great time, and as I say, he was spoilt rotten when we were walking up Helen Street. Just as we turned the corner, a boy came up, took his hat off, and just handed it to the wee man and said, "Enjoy your day." So he came home with a lot of gifts from all our bears, and to me, that's what it's all about. Like, I remember big victories, you remember the trophies and all that there, but most of my most important memories being a Rangers fans, the people you meet along the way and the kindness from strangers, and I think that's probably the young boy's biggest sort of memories he'll hold on to is like, oh, remember when that boy gave me a hat, remember when Big Stevie gave me my scarf, my badges and stickers. It's, to me, that's what it's all about as a father now. It's important that he sees us winning and things like that, but no, stuff like that there is what I'll hold on to for a lifetime. So I just had to ring in and
well said.
say thank you.
Well, you get me emotional, Billy. I think you're spot on. Yep. And that'll be him. It'll be a bear for life. Southside, it is. It's a journey, innit? It's a journey.
Aye, it's a journey, mate. And it's good that what Billy's saying and the experiences that he's had and the wee man's had just on Saturday alone, and in the future he'll probably get more experiences like that for fellow Rangers supporters. And it's just about going, and you meet different people. You see the same faces sometimes abroad and away games, and even people you've sat with for a number of years at Ibrox and that you've grown to know that you maybe wouldn't have known outside of just going to Ibrox. So that's what it's part of the journey, mate. And we all grow old at some time, but we all still remain friends, So, aye, it's good that he enjoyed it and he's seen another victory. Billy, that was the main thing.
I see him too for him.
Can I just add to that? I don't know how many games I've been to with young Jamba, my own boy, and we've had great wins, like Leipzig and that, and tears flooding me when we got into that final. And Jamie was, "You all right, Dan?" And I said, "Look, I just don't know what it is, but I just think I used to stand out there with your granda, and my dad, and it just, it's just the things you remember being a Blue Nose, isn't it, And no doubt your wee boy will always remember you, Billy boy, taking him there. He'll always be able to tell his wains when he has him. Me and your granda stood up there, and I remember a big guy, Stevie, stealing my pie and all that kind of stuff. All the memories, So
yeah, you'll not steal a pie off. You'll not steal a pie off Cameron. I can promise you that.
That a wee man's name, aye.
Aye,
very nice. Aye, Cameronians after a good regiment. But anyway, listen, brilliant. That's what it's all about, being a bear, is memories. I mean, some people just think it's about the football on a Saturday, but it's no on this house. It's 24/7, 7 days a week, man. You're just a bear. If Rangers don't win, that's your weekend ruined. That correct, Southside?
100% correct.
Me and you rolling about the middle of that aisle, that bus.
No, it's true, but I took the wee man when they demoted us doing the leagues, and I took the wee man around all the grounds in Scotland, and some I'd never been to myself, and he'd been in the old grounds, and then they get new ones. But going to places like Cowden Beef and all that where I'd never been before, and taking the wee man and all the experiences you had down there coming up, and he enjoyed it all and was made a fussy with all the boys and all that. So that's what it's all about, And now he's a bit older, and now he's got to look after his old man. So That's just the way it normally works, isn't it?
Right, swings and roundabouts, that one.
Oh, you're a bad man, so you are. Anyway.
You know, but Billy, what a call, mate! What a call! Because look,
Brilliant.
The Rangers family, it's a special place to be, mate, and we need the young support to keep the family thriving, mate. Yeah, they're the lifeblood, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Like the first game we were with my dad, and he was waiting to get the hip done, so we didn't get do it the way I'd wanted, but I had plenty of time with him there on Saturday, so I took him right because it was broad daylight and we had a good bit of time. Took him the whole way around the stadium, and he seen all the tiles and all the bricks and all that there, you know, and he got a proper feel for it all, and it was special. And then the next time we go over, I'll get us into the museum so we can see a bit more, learn a bit more, and I'll no doubt learn a lot more myself too. So that's plans for the next time. Go and get in around the museum.
Magic.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Listen,
anyways, I'll hop off. I just wanted to come on quickly and just say
brilliant.
I'd met the legend and say thank you.
Yeah, he's memorable. He's memorable. Me and Southside are still getting counselling.
Aye.
Well,
he never had that yellow jacket on, did he?
I'm not a tight. I'm refilling nothing.
Well done. By the way, you've not seen me with my cap off yet, Billy. The boys might have a point. But anyway, listen, brilliant for phoning in. All the best to you and the wee man. Two good Blue Noses. What's the name of your club, Billy?
North Ballymena Rangers Supporters Club.
Is that North Ballymena?
I know Ballymena.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for phoning in, mate. You didn't need it, but well done, mate. Thank you.
Cheers, Billy boy.
Right, all the best, gentlemen.
All the best, Billy.
Cheers. That's a great point you made about that yellow jacket, mate. It was 2 years before I realised his name was the Stuart.
Listen, you know why I wore that yellow jacket. I've got to blend in with the stewards when you've not got a ticket.
What did you talk about that? I was talking about the one at Aberdeen. Oh, you're looking at me with that. That was really bright. That was Tweety Pie bright.
I was told the colour I was told was canary yellow.
Hold on a minute, baby. That was a weekend offender jacket. That was Tweety Pie.
Oh dear.
That was for such a way.
By the way, what a call that was. Yeah, you could feel what it meant to him and his boy. Yeah? So well done, Big Stevie. Well done for representing the show as an ambassador as usual, mate. And I think Billy's don't get a business here.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? He represented the Rangers Radio and go back.
Oh dear. Aye, spot on, mate. Spot on. What a call. You know, and I think sometimes, if you like, where we were all brought up, or local bears, you don't appreciate what people do to go to Ibrox. If that makes sense, outside there.
Aye, the travelling coming across the water every so many weeks, and some boys do it more regular, like every home game.
And they've got to be back on the bus for 5 o'clock. You're not going to be back. The second half's just starting.
I know, and that's how a lot of people are probably leaving the stadium empty at times, you know, because they're having to get back to their buses. I've heard a few people saying that the bus companies are wanting them back earlier, and like VARs, you could have 6, 7, 8 minutes of VAR. Aye, so, and there's Billy and his boy missed a goal because of it, you know.
Right, I've got to take my hat off to Mama, Berlin Loyal, Big Martin, all the boys. Well, I mean, they go home and away and us. Make some of them, they bring the bus there and they go to the games at home and then maybe a carload there. Sometimes they're not getting home at 2 or 3 in the morning, and then they've got to work. You've got to hand it to the Bears whereby, they really, that's what you call loyalty, man. It's unreal with the boy and the money they pay, boats, bus, tickets, you name it, and then their beer money and something to eat a few times a day. It's honestly, it's total dedication.
Aye.
And well done every single bear in the North Island.
Yeah. And it's not just them. I mean, all the people that travel,
Hang on.
right to the country,
Oh.
Top of my hat to them. Top of my hat. It's all right for us. Up local, it was easy, really, in reality, if that makes sense, Stevie. Yeah.
Oh, can I just say one more thing on Spanish Bully?
Aye.
He put it totally right for me. See, on a Saturday, it's not just about going at the 90 minutes of the football. It's about the build-up, the people you meet. I mean, I stand outside Ibrox someday and see the amount of people I haven't seen for years, or I went on holiday and I bumped into this guy in Turkey for wherever, down in England, and made pals with him, and then you bang into them. It's the whole day. It's the whole build-up. It's not just about the football, and it's even the night before. You've got the game the next day. You get the butterflies. It's the whole thing, mate. It's absolutely. He's totally right. And the memories, man. When I get into Ibrox, I remember boys that aren't here anymore, and your family that aren't here anymore, and it's unreal. It's just unreal. And Bully's right. He wants that for his boy. He wants to learn his boy and show him the ropes. And as rightly you said, it's the future. The Waynes are our future. We've got to do it the right way. We've got to bleed them in. Come on, the Rangers.
Anybody want a ticket to go up to that mob and all to see us play them as he gets older?
Aye.
Talking about the boys and the old days and all that, I must congratulate the Intercity firm their 40th anniversary, by the way. I seen a few flags out on Saturday. Well done to them. They're part of the Rangers family, whether Rangers like it or no. Well done to the Intercity firm.
Aye, here.
40 years, long time.
Mm-hmm. Aye, there's a few boys noways now, obviously, that have passed away over the years. But aye, there was a fair squad of them together, and a few travelled back down England and that. So, heard it a great good night.
And also, you've got to remember, it'll not be the first time you've been at Easter Road and they've saved bacon. You know what I mean? Guys cross the road to set about normal Rangers fans, and they boys have appeared and done the damage and looked after the normal Rangers fan on many occasions. You know what I mean? So well done to them. Part of the Rangers family, that's it. And well done to them. 40 years. I know a few of the boys, and I hope they had a fantastic night.
Aye, they'll not be moving as quick as they used to be now. Right, okay, I've got a wee question for you too. Yeah, and I know it's no hard, it's no trivia. We know this is a big game, and it's a league game. I'll say it's arguably one of the biggest games in a generation. League game at Ibrox. And I want to ask you two gentlemen, if you were picking a game against them at Ibrox in the league, what would be your top three?
Right, how we doing it? Are we going 3-2 and then we're first one?
Aye, all right. And if you agree on one, if the two you say, it doesn't matter, because we just want to get your thoughts as we build up to the tuning, and hopefully we get some more calls in. But I just want your thoughts, and your memories, And then if you give me it, and I'll dig out the game and see what we thought. So I'll put you on the spot a bit, yeah. I just want to. I'm not going to. It's no a trivia. It's no trying to say what was the team or who played. It's just your memories, and sometimes your memory plays tricks with you, Southside, doesn't it?
Aye. It certainly can.
Well, I'm going to start with 2 each. Rangers down to 9 men. Big Richard Goff, toe poke. And I've never, ever, ever heard a roar like the end of that game. you want to have heard the roar. I can remember running down the stairs. I was up in the Govan Beer. I think it was El Rover ticket at the time. I'm not too sure.
Oh, that was the
and
first. That was the first year of season tickets, mate. 1987.
It was there a Rover ticket? But I remember the roar. Richard, who get the first one? Was it McCoist?
McCoist.
Aye, he got one in off the post, and then Richard Goff. Oh my God, the roar, the celebrations, and it made it 2 each. And you think we won that night? We danced down the King's Highway into the. Oh, it was absolutely brilliant. So I would put that one in at number 3.
For anybody listening, Stevie, tell the story, because obviously there's younger people listening like myself that maybe don't know the story of that game. So what was the story?
There were a few Rangers as well. They actually get charged, didn't they? They had to get to the police station. They get Big Butcher Woods and Frank McAvenny, wasn't it? And
that was a different game.
That was that game.
That was the 5-1 game he's talking about.
No, it wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
I told you your memory plays tricks.
I know.
no,
that was that game. Maybe
was it that game?
Was
that when Tommy Burns hit the bar in the second half early?
No.
It was because that was the one Goff scored and McCoy were down to 9 men.
I don't know if Tommy Burns, but that was.
Because they only made it 3-0 in the second half. Because I remember it because my mate was next to us and he was like, I'm off, I'm not watching this, because I was like, stay, no, and eventually he bolted and he never seen us in the comeback. He was stayed, we were in there. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he had a crossbar and nearly made it 3.
Well, Roberts would have been in.
Roberts went into goals, aye.
So we did the 9 men, so there was Woods and Butcher get sent off, wasn't it?
Aye, Woods and Butcher. But I've actually been Graham Roberts. He was the one that hooked McAvenny and then done the off, and I Woods get to blame it, or Butcher get to blame it, I can't mind. But anyway, they all had to report to the police station and they get booked. Well, nearly inciting the riot. But anyway, Graham Roberts went in. It was a famous hello with a lip. He was doing the choir. He was doing the horns up in the air, doing the choir. It was absolutely brilliant. That was some game. It really was. And as I said, because of that last minute goal, we're down to 9 men. Big Goff just stretches his leg out, bump into the pokey. And honestly, even on the telly, if you listen to the rerun of that, you want to hear the roar. Listen to the roar if you've never heard it. 2 each. Unreal.
By memory, August 1997, mate. I'll check it out. Southside, 9 men. They were done. 9 men. They fought back. 2-0 done and got 2 goals.
It was bedlam. I was in the East Enclosure that day. And it was absolutely bedlam in there. With a result. I remember them off onto the ground and their knees and horns and all that. When Big Goff got the ball, Durant, Anton Rogan, I think it was, tried to go and do him. And Durant swung the ball. One of the trumpets in the middle missed it. The ball broke, hit the ground. Big Goff just scooped it with his right foot into the corner. And the place went mental. And you thought we'd won that day. But
What was that, Steve?
Who was in goals for Celtic? Can you remember?
Bonner.
Bonner. What's the Bonner, was it?
You're thinking the 5-1 game when Ian Andrews was in goal. Yeah.
That was his first game, wasn't it?
Ian Andrews. It was goals that day, was it? The 2 each game.
I'll check it out, mate, but I'll come back to you on that.
Bonner. I think it was somebody else. It was the Ian Andrews.
I don't think it was Bonner either. Some tell me it could. I think it was. No, I'm not even going to shout a name out in case I'm off it.
I think it was. Yeah, not too sure. It was the Bonner.
It was brilliant day that day. Like I said, to come back with 9 men and get the draw. It was a phenomenal day.
Right, I'll give you the Rangers team that day, yeah?
Right.
Woods, Goff, Jimmy Phillips, Graham Roberts, Derek Ferguson, Terry Butcher, Trevor Francis, Mark Falco, Alan McCoist, Ian Durant, and John McGregor.
John McGregor. I wouldn't have got that, I tell you.
Do you want to ever go to substitutes? There was only 2 subs. Do you want to ever go?
Winger?
One's a winger.
Aye. What was the Mark Walters, was it? No.
We hadn't signed him then. Legend. He's got a statue up.
It's got to be Cooper.
And a bonus point for Avi Cohen.
Avi Cohen, was it? I think Avi Cohen on the bench, you get John McGregor. I wouldn't get John McGregor on that team, honestly.
No. So, straight red card for Woods in 19 minutes out of 10 men. I think McAvenny gets sent off at the same time, didn't he? And then Terry Butcher got a second yellow, and he was sent off for down to 9 men. Yeah.
Aye, that's right. That's on. Super Sally scored to make it 2-1 and off a post, and then big kick. Oh man, brilliant! What memories, huh?
Oh,
brilliant.
Aye. So that I'll give you the date, Stevie. I think it was August. I think it was August. Just checking out, mate. We're going to be right with you. I lost the date there, but I think it was August 97. We just won the league up at Pataudry. It was a big golf second game. He just signed for, I think it was a British record.
Oh, for him. It was £1 million for Tottenham, wasn't it?
Maybe a bit more than that, mate.
1.5 it was. I'll tell you how I know that. I was dogging school and the telecameras were at Ibrox, and he walked in the door, and me and Scott Muirhead get caught on the telecameras. My dad said,
all these years, and Mrs. Muirhead will be having a go at Scott and one of her dogging school.
Oh, man. We used to dog school and go to the Albion and watch some training knocks. Climb up onto that big brick wall and look here and watch them training. Hang on for dear life to watch them.
I would never have known he missed any school in Southside, would you?
No, I didn't know he had. But you don't know he'd have known he's by you there for Drumchapel. How are you getting you there?
Underground. What do you think? Skip the train to Partick down under. You couldn't skip the underground right enough. We had to pay for that. And then my wee Auntie Ellen, she's stayed South Cross Street, Erngovan. She made us something to eat at lunchtime, and we went back up the road for school finishing.
Your auntie was encouraged you to dog school?
She didn't really, I just put her on the spot.
Right, the 17th August 1997, mate. Yeah, big golf second game. He just signed, he played one game the week before. And the following week was the classic 3-3 final with Aberdeen, which we won in penalties.
Peter Nicholas.
Aye.
Correct.
So, all right.
The bar.
That was your number 3.
But David Dodds, wasn't it?
Aye, Southside.
Mm-hmm.
You got a third one? Are you happy with that one? Or?
Well, obviously for the emotion and all that, and 9 men, I suppose. Aye, I've tried to. I mean, obviously there's 1 or 2 that stand out, which might make the top. There's a few that might not make it at all, obviously, but aye. I'll go with that.
Right, okay. You're number 2 then, Southside.
Oh, number 2. It was a toss-up between the 4-1 game and the game when Albert scores the free kick in the first half by it was one of their young goalkeepers. Kerr, was it? Might have been Kerr, I can't remember. And then Eric Bo Anderson scored
2 goals.
It was the New Year one, wasn't it? When about then?
I think it was a New Year game.
Walter ran right down the touchline, right down by the east enclosure, celebrating when Bo Anderson scored.
I think that was a New Year game, 1996-97, on the way to 9 in a row. And we'd asked for the game to be called off, I believe, because we'd a flu outbreak. And they said no for 2 games, that and the game after it against Hibs. I think Big Bo Anderson scored that day as well, from memory. Aye, okay. So that was 3-1, wasn't it? 3-1 that game. Aye, Albert's hit a rasper. And then big Eric Bo Anderson came off. I can't remember who came on for, but with a good team. I've just got to get the team up. Aye, big game, big points. Stevie?
Aye, brilliant game. I remember it well. Aye, big Eric Bow came on and he got 2 goals. I remember one of the goals, he kind of, the boy made a mess of it, and I think, I'm not too sure if it was Durant, it just kind of chipped it out, and big Eric Bow ran round and stuck it in the pokey. But brilliant memories again. Just absolutely fantastic. See, that time, if I'm not right, you could have given them a goal at a start, you were going to beat them. That's how good the Rangers team was then. You know, absolutely brilliant, but great memories.
I'm just looking for big Bo Anderson.
Aye, that was...
Albert's got hit a ball,
Aye, drilled it, didn't he? Just half left of centre, right into that bottom corner. Seen him miss a couple of penalties for 12 yards, mind you, a hammer. No, you used to think you just go up here and blast it, but for some reason he used to go up and side fit it at a penalty. But aye, he was good for the outside the box, wasn't he? You know, it was full power, different for Tav. Tav's more flighting them into that, no power, but bending them in. But you look at Albert's, he was just raw power for the edge of the box, wasn't he? With accuracy.
Did we sign Big Alberts for Hamburg on it?
Aye, Hamburg, aye.
What a signing, by the way. I mean, you were guaranteed, 18, 20 goals a season in the midfield?
He liked scoring against him and all, Stevie. Scored a couple of crackers against that mob.
By the way, one that sticks out was Parkhead. The cup game, mind that? They went round just ran for the line at Parkhead. And was it a cup game or was it a league game? He ran all the way round, but right round the keeper and put it right in the top pocket. Absolutely bedlam.
I think it was a cup game because I think we'd right round to that corner flag, if I remember.
You want a team for that game, Southside?
Aye, on you go.
Gorham, Cleland, Robertson, Petrick, McLaren, Bjorklund, Moore, Gascoigne, McCoy, Albers, and Ian Ferguson. Yeah, the substitutes were Charlie Miller, Van Vossen, and Big Bo Anderson came on in 75 minutes and scored in the 83rd and the 89th minute. The first goal was scored by George Albers in 9 minutes. And if you look at that team, it's just a team full of defenders. That's with no players.
Yep.
It is, isn't it? When you were reading that out there, I was like, oofed.
Aye. Oh, you could get up with a Savoy and get into any kind of trouble with that lot, couldn't you? So defenders, man. But brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It just shows you the fight. It just shows you, the fight and determination. That anybody wore the jersey in the days, Just unreal.
Good shout by Southside, Stevie.
He's getting better at his quiz stuff, isn't he? He's getting better.
I'm surprised he didn't have Andy Kennedy in the team, but there you go, Southside.
He didn't play against Celtic, don't start.
Andy Kennedy, black hair, could run like hell.
Centre forward.
Scored a hat-trick against Derby, I believe.
I'll be for him. Beat them 5-1.
Yeah,
that section B mob are no bad in their day, mate. Give them credit.
Right.
We just can't find the game that happened. Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening. Get yourself on mute because we're going to have a tune.
Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur too. There's
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye. We'll not go into that one, Southside. We'll not go into that one, yeah?
No.
What one?
No. I wouldn't want to bring your street cred, Biggie.
Quite correct, I know.
Listen, all I can say, Southside, thanks for the call. Don't be a stranger. We'll speak to you soon.
All right, I'll change it to the 4-1 game then, right, if that's what you want.
Oh dear, Steve, you'll see the message later. Right, okay.
All I'll say is it was a good film, that's all I'll say.
Right, I'll take your word for it. It was your Waterloo, Biggie. You know?
Aye, I'll not go any further. You've given enough up.
All right, so Stevie, that's his number 2. Have you got one to match it?
No. What to
No.
say? I can't think off the top of my head, dogs. I'm going to be honest. I'm too busy concentrating on my number 1.
Well, what about, we dubbed them twice. Well, I know one was a cup game. We done them twice in November. We done them in the league game in November. But I thought the 4-1 game would be up there. No?
But you mean the 4-1 game in the fact this is the same season, 4-1 and 5-1, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's maybe a number 2. I thought it might have thought that.
I think that was January the 1st. 80, I'm going to say 89. Would that be right? I think January the 1st, 89, and it was January 2nd. I'll check that out for you. But aye. I'll have a look. So, why?
Twice in that game, didn't he?
Who's that?
A 4-1 game. Wee Walter scored twice.
Aye. Mark Waters was a good player.
Did they take a penalty?
I think he did.
And Bonner, they got to it, went under him, right into the roof of the net.
He ran away kissing his badge, didn't he? Then?
Aye. Oh, he noised them up. No wonder the abusive boy got after him.
See, can I say, see the 3 clubs that absolutely dogged him was them, Hearts and Dundee United.
Yep.
Where Hearts gave him absolute pelters and all when they had the old Tynecastle. When they were flinging Everton on the pitch at him. Dundee United done the same. And see, for the time that Mark Walters was here, see, the best games I ever thought he played was against the 3 teams.
Yeah.
No, at times he absolutely. I remember one time at Tannadice, he absolutely. Man, we could have played with him himself. Honestly, he was just dancing by them all night and all day, and I just used to think, you absolutely abused that boy. So did Celtic and so did Tarts, but he turned up in big games against them and used to score quite regular after that. And I thought, maybe nothing to do with that, but it was certainly a factor when he first came to Scotland. The abuse he took for certain supporters, no.
Well, you expect it off of them, don't you? Celtic, you expected it off of them, and the Dundee Hibs, you expect it off of them. But who we didn't expect it off of was the Hearts, and I always remember the old Tynecastle. Beware of pickpockets everywhere, and we all went through that one exit. And I always remember looking out at that shed end. They had the Hearts and the bananas and everything they were flinging on. It was an absolute disgrace. Absolute disgrace. But as I said, you expect it off of Celtic, you expect it off of the Dundee Hibs. No, just remember that's what Dundee United used to be called. So you know what they were, and you're totally right. He ripped them. He absolutely done them. Mark Walters was a fantastic player for us, by the way. An absolute diamond. What a player. Edge of the seat.
It was the 3rd to the 1st, 1989. So the game never kicked off. It wasn't the 3rd. That game. Right, do you want to have a go? Do you fancy, do you want the team or do you want to have a go at it? What do you think, Southside?
Nah, just geese it. Saves having to rack your brain.
All right. I don't even think you would have got the goalie, because the goalie that day was Nicky Walker.
Walker, was it? Aye.
You might have got the rest of them, missed the rest of them. So it was Stevens, Gary Stevens, Stuart Monroe, Richard Goff, Ray Wilkins, Terry Butcher, Kevin Drinkle, Ian Ferguson, Derek Ferguson, John Brown, and Mark Walters. The 4 goals were scored by Terry Butcher, 16, Mark Walters, penalty 21, Ian Ferguson right on half time, and then Mark Walters ran through in the 79th minute. And the substitutes, these fans ever go to subs, Southside?
Super Sally.
No. I would never have got the 2 of them.
No.
No.
What?
Neil Cooper and Ian McCall.
Dear.
Signed Ian McCall for Dunfermline, didn't we?
Aye.
200 grand or something, I think we spent on him, didn't we?
Aye. Yeah. It was a sort of similar sign that he Scott Wright, wasn't it? Somebody with potential, showed glimpses, but never really kicked on. He had ability, yeah. He had ability. Aye.
He was quite technical at times, but he just didn't fulfil what we probably thought he would have at the time, wasn't it?
Mark Walters. Obviously, his debut was against them, yeah. The second of the first, 1998, so it was pretty much the previous season. And he got his revenge, yeah. And that infamous day that they seem to have blotted for their history, but no like them, is it, Southside?
We got Mark Walters for
No.
did we know?
Yes, he did. He signed for Aston Villa for us and then left us for Liverpool. He started
Went with Soonest, didn't he?
144 games, 5 substitute appearances in that, 52 goals, including 9 penalties, 1 and 3 for a wingers, no bad. 21 yellow cards and 3 reds. That surprised me. Yeah. 3 reds cards and Southside.
Yes.
The teams he was sent off against, Hearts twice in that month.
Yeah.
Aye. He was a talented player, wasn't he? He got the ball, 250, could come inside, go outside, do the wee shuffle, take the player to the byline, cut back, and when you went through and goal, he very rarely missed, to be honest. He was quite clinical when he went through. Great, but had the odd, but I remember a game against Aberdeen, I think we beat them 1-0. They actually show it in one of the videos. He scores against Aberdeen, and that day he was absolutely rank rotten, like wingers can be. I mean, he was stinking rotten, and I was shouting, "Get him off! He's stinking." 2 minutes later, he gets the ball, double shuffle, edge of the ball, sticks in the bottom corner. Everybody's laughing. You talked about, but it's like that. He was rotten the whole game, but it just shows you keep the good players on the park, and they come up with a bit of magic. And he was deadly that day. He was good. It was against Aberdeen at Ibrox.
Great memories, mate. Great memories. I also have seen them on the DVDs. So
You're a shocker.
Let's
a boy put in for Big Haley for the mind we won the league. Aberdeen.
Listen, I was going to go to your number 1, but your number 1 has joined us. Evening, David.
Evening, Ox. Evening, Super 6. Evening, Stevie the Pie Man.
There's old Bert on. Old Bert Lancaster on.
Or should I say, go bathrooms? Brilliant, great. I've listened to the show earlier. I must take my hat off to Spanish Billy. I thought that was a great interview you had with him, conversation. The boys.
It was emotional, Davey, wasn't it? It was quite emotional.
Well, that's what this show's all about, isn't it? This is, you get the old like me, you get the young with some of the guys. I'll not mention who that is because they're not between young and middle aged anyway. We'll not go down that road. But it just shows you, as Big Stevie says, the dedication and Suicide says, what these guys put into that to go there. And you say that, not just that particular area, Belfast and Northern Ireland, from all over. But that's what supporting Rangers is all about. And that's what makes you want to come in and listen to a great show like this.
Aye.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, yes.
Can I ask a question? Since we've got a wise man who joined us, Davey, how many Ulster men have actually played for the Rangers?
Oh, You're kidding.
Well, the odds.
How many?
Sorry.
How many did you
I'd
say,
reckon
Stevie?
there's at least 20.
Oh, more than that, mate.
I would say about 20 odds.
No, more than that, mate.
20.
I'd be surprised, I think. Oh, I'll just give me a minute, mate, and I might be able to find
20
out.
odds going into it.
Yeah. I might be. Give me a minute and I'll see if I can find something out, mate. But you'd be surprised.
Well, I'd reckon it's 28, 20, 27, 28.
And there'll be guys you forgot about, like Roy Carroll, and yeah, you know,
Aye.
mount
Yeah,
up.
I know that. Who was the wee defender we had?
Tom Lehman, signed member. Maybe not many people remember him.
I remember.
You've got Sam English. You've got a big laugh at it.
When Sam English played for us, I think he represented Ireland at football, mate.
I need to take him off.
He did, and Andy Little, Jimmy Nicholl, John McClelland. No.
Yeah.
David Healy. David Healy.
David Healy came in, aye.
As I said, Roy Carroll. Well, I thought he was good with Spit the Dog.
Who's the manager? Who was the boy that scored against England, the famous goal? Mind? Beat England 1-0.
David Healy.
David Healy, aye.
It's some record. Right, David, we'll bring you into this, but I'm just going to get both these up. These legends, the number one league game at Ibrox.
Yes. Yeah, carry on, guys.
You can throw in your Tuppence as well, David. Right. We'll toss a coin, heads or tails, Stevie.
Heads.
You win. On you go.
It's still stuck in the ceiling. Anyway, I'm going for the 5-1 game. That was just mad. We could have took whatever we wanted after them. We took I think we were winning 5-1 with half an hour to go, if I can remember right. And we just took the foot off the accelerator. We'd done what we always do. We just played the ball about, took the mickey out of them. But we destroyed Celtic that day. We could have took whatever we wanted. And I always remember they went a goal up. Who scored the goal that day for them? Was it
Machiavelli,
wasn't it?
You obviously don't know the song, do you?
What? I know
He never felt more like singing the blues, does he?
Nah, he's probably not been practicing that.
Well, I wasn't thinking of that song. I was thinking of 5-1, 4-1, Celtic, what's the score? Then off we went to Parkhead and the Thames once more. Remember that one? That was the B-side.
Right, so... Right. All right, a good shout as a number one. I'll give you the team: Chris Woods, Gary Stevens, John Brown, Richard Goffrey, Wilkins, Terry Butcher, Kevin Drinkle, Ian Fergus, Alan McCoy, Dean Geraint and Mark Walters. The substitutes were David Cooper and Graham Souness. McCoy scored in the 10th to equalise. Then you had the famous goal by Ray Wilkins in 35. And the second half with goals for Alan McCoy, the header that looked to the goalkeeper. And then 2 goals in 4 minutes for Kevin Drinkle for a wonderful cross for Mark Walters. And then Mark Walters got the 5th one when McCoy was hacked down for a penalty. But Mark Walters ran in and put it in. So there was still 28 minutes to go and it was 5-1. And then we brought Souness and Cooper on and we proceeded just to pass it about to the Mickey. With everybody going potty south side.
That was Souness' fault, wasn't it? Stoning the ball, member, and went to pass it, and Big Dumbo ran the wrong way, and he just pulled his foot back and passed it the other way. So, he just came on to rip it, didn't he? We should have absolutely battered him that day. There was plenty of time to do it, and we just showboated. And I know some of the players weren't happy, as I've said in the past. They were just wanting to pile the goals on that day because they felt there was more goals in the game. But it was a good game, and there was some cracking goals in that, especially Wilkins. Even Drinkle's header in it back across the goalie in it. and it was a good experience for Ian Andrews. He was highly rated in England, brought up, and he was in a demolition that day. So, it was a good day. Wasn't it? It's always good when you beat them, but if you can absolutely batter them with a good score, it's always better.
Well, here we go. I've just been sent a list for. I'll just digress a wee bit. Here we go. We never mentioned some of these. Ross McCausland, Kyle Lafferty, Lee Hodgson, Jordan Jones, Dean Shields, Davy Haley, Jimmy Nicholl, Gareth McCauley, John McClellan, Andy Little, Billy Simpson, Roy Carroll, John Morrill, Stephen Carson, Lee Feeney, Andrew Mitchell, Darren Fitzgerald, Paul McKnight, Stephen Davis, Charlie McCann, Jordan Thompson, Shane Ferguson, Sean Goss, didn't know that, Sam English, Brian McLean, and Whitney McDonald. There you go. So,
how many?
2, 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 18, 20, 22, 25, 26. Not as many as you thought. Good shout, Stevie.
There you go. Was they bad, was it?
Not bad for somebody who didn't complete their education. Got to say that.
David, laughing.
Part-time schooling. Must have just went to the maths department. Or arithmetic, it would have been then, wouldn't
it? David.
Yes.
I used to say, what comes after a sentence? I used to say an appeal.
I want to ask you, when you went out to the serum training, did you take a ladder with you?
No, we used to give each other hunches, and then once his shoulders were sore or hands were sore, we used to swap. I used to come down the one, he used to go for 10 minutes.
I know what you used to do. He would go first, then your mate would want to go ahead, wouldn't he?
I wasn't always a size. Come on, I was fit as a fiddle in the days, and had a full head of hair.
Left winger.
Yes, left footer, natural left footer.
Right, Southside, you're number one.
I would probably have went for that, to be honest. The game, I was trying to think. The 4-1 game, obviously, since he's picked the 5-1 game, the 4-1 game was good, but as well, if you're putting in the game, I said, with Alberts and thing was scoring, I was trying to think back. The game we beat them in the league, we beat them in the league twice in November, Ox and all.
One of them League Cup game.
One was a cup game.
Aye, League Cup
But
game.
one was a league game, was it, no?
Aye, League Cup quarter final, wasn't it? And then in extra time, and then we beat them.
Aye, they won the extra time. Aye, it was Advaladze, wasn't it?
Aye.
No game.
Aye, good memories, mate. Good memories, aye. Yeah. I've not really, I've noticed that most of the games you've picked have been obviously around about New Year and the start of the season. There's been none of them like this, mate. None of them like tense and, games in a run-up. It just shows you how big a game this is, Davey.
Oh, aye. You want my number one?
Aye, give us it, mate.
I think you'll know what it is anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to go back 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
That was the greatest night of my life when Rangers won a European Cup, Winners' Cup. And gone to the whole atmosphere, gone to the game. Sorry?
Davey, I know that was the last game you were at before you went to the game outside, right? But the question was your favourite Rangers and Celtic game, league match.
Oh, I know. But I don't count them. I'm talking about a real game. Anyway, I carry on. Sorry for interrupting.
Carry on. I know memory. You know that, didn't we?
But it was special. Special. I mean, we're talking about what's coming up on Sunday. If you talk about squeaky bum time, when the Moscow scored their second goal, you could, even the birds never stopped going on.
We've no dropped him out because he's told us this story every night. He's on. He'll be back in a minute, and it wasn't us. It was his phone, Southside.
It's disappeared, didn't he?
Aye, there's some more stuff. He's not picked up the mood at all, is he? We've got Bobby Hamilton and Billy McClelland as well, so there's another couple more in there, along with Sam English, around about that era as well. So you're getting near 30, so we're still working on that one. But I get, Davey, that's the biggest game. I get it. And of course, because we won, it's a special memory. But this is, we're talking about the uniqueness of playing them and the emotion it brings. Yes, mate.
Can I tell you a unique game, and I'll tell you why it was unique?
Mm-hmm.
The first ever televised game at Ibrox, Ian Durant, mine Cooper just slipped one through. What a day that was, by the way.
That was a Sunday as well, and that was soon as he just arrived, yeah.
Been 1986 or something, 87
That's
season,
correct.
no?
That was it. Aye,
Aye. That was the wee man's first goal for Rangers, wasn't it?
Aye, Durant.
I don't think so, mate.
Or was it his first goal at Ibrox?
I'll check that out for you, mate. But I'll check it out, mate.
He might have scored against Morton in the cup or something, but aye, what a goal. It was some flick for Davy Coop, wasn't it? Right into his path. And the wee man used to make runs like that all day long before he got that serious injury. That was the type of player Durant was. He used to burst through from midfield, go and link to play.
Cup final a couple of times against Aberdeen, mind. 1-2 with McCoy through, run right through the defence, stuck it away.
He was good at that. That's what you need. You need a supporting midfielder. That's what thing made us for sort of deep. We're hoping he'll fulfil it in time. Diamondi, because he picks the ball up and goes and tries to commit. It's just no good at working right. But once he gets a new squad next season and we're fully tuned and ready to go, it'll be a lot better. But what we're working with now, you can see what he's driving for and striving for that squad that he's inherited, and it's working so far. And roll on Sunday till we get set about this mob.
There you go. No substitutes that day. A Rangers team of Chris Woods, Jimmy Nicholl, Stuart Monroe, Derek Ferguson, Dave McPherson, Terry Butcher, Cammy Fraser, Ted McMinn, Alan McCoy, Ian Durant, and Davy Cooper. No substitutes. There you go. No 5 subs there, Stevie.
Brilliant. Big Dave McPherson, by the way, he should have been credited more than way to go. He was a great player for Rangers, by the way. Big Lovejoy. He was excellent. My big namesake.
By the way, Southside, you might be getting mixed up, right? You might be getting mixed up. His first goal was against Celtic, but it was the year previous, and when we beat them 3-0 at Ibrox, he scored. Yeah, in Gerrard.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. You know, but
one off the tap. Was it a one he shot off it underneath the crossbar? Can't remember. But aye, fair enough. See me Big Ted just remember, was it Derek White's first game for him? I don't know what year it was, but Big Ted absolutely destroyed him that day. We absolutely battered him doing that. He was a left back. And Big Ted, Derek White, aye. Big Ted was immense that day. Signed him for Queen of the South. Do you know what I mean?
I'll not mention the guy's name on here, but see the guy you make with my tickets, mate. Yeah, he replaced him.
Did he? Aye.
Right, there you go. That's a story for you.
What's this Masonic business here?
No, football business.
Right, okay.
You used to meet him as well, painting in the Bond.
Oh, right. I'm with you now. Apologies for that, Abbey Burns, Mom.
Funny enough, he is, but that's neither here nor there. It was about football.
You get moccasins as well, is it?
Are you back, David?
Just call me Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Are you getting nervous, mate?
Oh, if you're not nervous, there's something wrong with you, isn't there? I just try to keep it at a low level because at my age, it's no good for you. But I'm very confident. As everybody's been speaking about it, if we turn up and play our game, we should do them. My only worry is, I know it's a bit early because we've still got a bit of time to go, but I'll be really concerned if he plays Barisic. I really am. Because if you're talking about weakest links, I don't like criticising this guy, but he is definitely, especially the guys they've got up front. I just hope he's not playing. I don't want to say he's not playing, but I think we've got a better chance of winning.
Davey, no, my concern is...
There's no pies.
No, David, we need to take our chances.
I couldn't agree.
We need to take our chances. We're going to get chances, and big. If it's big, no matter who it is, whether it's Big Desers or no, we need to take our chances. I don't know how many games where I thought, man, we could be 2 or 3 not here if we took some of these wee half chances and good chances. But we need to take our chances at the weekend. We really do. I've no qualms that we'll beat them, but we just need to take our chances.
I know, Stevie, but we've got to keep the door closed.
I think we'll be all right.
You're right. I mean, obviously, you went over. Their strength is their forward in the team. We know how dangerous they can play, and they've got guys with pace in their front three and their midfield. I think we've got a better defence in them. If I'm being honest, we've got guys with experience, and we've got guys that have got a threat on them. But if you take the teams at the weekend, I think our defence stands out. We've got a midfield that should be able to cope with theirs, but they've maybe got maybe a threat up front than we've got, because that's the strength of their team. Yeah, if we're honest, Southside,
Aye, they've got, well, whatever they play, they'll play. They'll probably play with Maida on the left, which will have pace, so that'll be down to Taft to deal with. I think we've got to win the midfield battle, and Big Stevie's trumpeted it's time to give Lundstrom a contract. Well, it's time for Lundstrom to stand up and be counted on Sunday, because these are the games where you're getting judged. You can be all right against the mediocre and all that and be decent for some of the games that you're playing in, but this is when the games are getting counted. Everybody has to stand up, don't get me wrong, but this is when he's been seemingly playing decent, but he's got to go out there and command that midfield and make sure that we're pulling the strings. We've got to be on top of them and have most of the possession for most of that game. We can't be giving it up to give them chances too often. But it'll not be like that. It could be, I don't want it being end-to-end stuff. No, I want us to try and get a good firm grip in the game and get that first goal. It's crucial we nail that first goal. But Lundstrom's got to stand up and be counted, and Diamondi's first game, so you're hoping that he'll be all right when he's on the park. But apart from that, I'm looking for a big game for him, since everybody's been trumpeting and giving him a contract.
He's like, honestly, you're like a bear with a sore head. Let it go. Let it go. The guy's been outstanding for Clermont.
I know, but I'm just saying he has to stand up and be counted. I want him to turn up. Don't say he wasn't that. You see him try to track back. What I've been trying to tell you. He's not got any pace. Doesn't he have a lot of pace?
Listen, if you're talking about that, you could say that about 2 or 3 players. Could you know about tracking back getting caught? No, but listen.
You're not 31 back, you're on 32, and you want to get a contract to.
Listen, mate, see if John Lundstrom scores and we win 1-0, will you concede that?
I'm just saying, I'm just saying he has to stand up and be counted on Sunday. That's all I'm saying. The odd day. But I want a big performance for him. No, we need to control the midfield, so him and Diamandi and whoever else needs to get stuck in. We need to make sure we control the midfield.
Davey, I hate it when lovers fall
out. Nah, the two stars of the show. You, the three are all stars. But the two boys there, they're what this show's all about.
Listen, there's only one star in that show tonight, is Bully, Spanish Bully. It was brilliant tonight for him, showing the passion for him and his wee man. We're just boys that go to the game, David, and be at. Me and him would argue about anything, do you know what I mean? The bottom line is, we love our team, we spend our money, we go, and we make memories while we go. And we come on here and we're tickled pink to bone this wee free platform and talk about the club we love. So we just love it. Don't we, Southside? Can we not agree on that?
I'll be back in a minute. I just did a text there. My text went in. You've no mentioned go bathrooms for 20 minutes, Stevie.
For all your toilet needs, toilet roll holders, toilet fan seats, any colour, any shape, any mirror, any you want.
Any colour, I don't think they do every colour, do
they? No, this week they don't.
Oh dear. Listen, thanks to Go Bathrooms, who've kindly they needed a ticket for Sunday's game. It wasn't getting any individual, so it was getting a station, and we were asked to see if we could raise some money for it. So we're raffling it. £10 a ticket gives you a chance to go to Ibrox on Sunday. Once we know who's won it, we'll get the details, and then we'll get it to you. We'll arrange to get it to you, obviously with phone. Mr. Big Stevie could be involved. You could, it could be a doubler. You could win a ticket for the match and meet Big Stevie. And all you have to do is go to shop.rangersradio.online, pick your number if it's available, add to your cart, and then send it to your basket, and then proceed to checkout, put your personal details in, and then it's as simple as that, as if you were purchasing for any other shop. It's the Rangers Radio shop. If you've got PayPal, you can use that. If you haven't got PayPal, just use your debit or credit account, and you could be at the game if you want to be at the game on Sunday. Stevie?
Absolutely brilliant. I mean, you get a ticket for the raffle, you win it, you're getting for a tenner. You go to the game, and I will definitely be tying up with whoever the winner is, and I'll be taking them to meet the boy that owns Go Bathrooms to get the ticket. So you're getting a double whammy. You've got a couple of pints and maybe a wee carry on with Big Stevie and the boys for Go Bathrooms. So you get a good day out, that's for sure. So come on, dig deep, punters. Get it sorted out there, man. It's all going to a good charity, Emmy Smiley Foundation. Come on, get your dig deep, troops. Come on.
And if you get a second prize, you meet Southside. Is that right, Stevie? Is that what you're saying?
You'll be grumpy. He'll be talking to you.
No, Southside's got other commitments. We're on parade at 9 o'clock in the morning, so no. I'm afraid no can do.
You'll be gibbering by then when I meet him. Anyway, it's simple. Go to shop.rangersradio.online, click the Emily Smile link. Yeah, and remember what that foundation does for the Rangers family and what it does, what it's about. Choose your number, add to cart, maximum of 4 if you want to. Choose, scroll up, click view cart, check the number are correct, click proceed to checkout, fill in your contact details, press proceed to PayPal, and you click it, it'll open. If you've got PayPal, use it. If you haven't, account, sign in and pay with your debit or credit card. All payments are secured by PayPal. It's as simple as that. Stevie boy,
Well said.
In you come, mate.
Myself.
There you go, mate.
I know, brand new. Once again, thanks to Go Bathrooms. It's for a good cause. So anybody who takes a ticket, they'll meet me on the day, and we'll go and sort the ticket out with the boys that own Go Bathrooms. Plain and simple as that. But we need the punters to dig deep here. It's for a good charity, you know. So come on, troops. Let's get it done.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, mate.
I believe there's a booby prize. You got a chance to meet me.
Listen, the game's on Sunday, mate, so we don't. That's an even money shot, you know what I mean?
I just thought I'd slip that one in.
If a person that wins it doesn't want to meet Big Stevie because he might feel doesn't want to meet him, then we could send you down and you could present him with a ticket, Davey.
I would be more than honoured to do it.
You can make it the John Gregg statue.
I know no way today, but I was shocked that day.
I've phoned him twice to arrange stuff Southside. This is true. And the twice I've phoned him, he's abused me down the phone and then he's had to apologise. Is that correct, David?
Shut up, man.
I've still got the scar down my shin where I got the 6 stitches for that brawly.
The only person that's gave me dogs abuse is that window cleaner of mine.
If you bring her to the match, we might get you a couple of tickets.
I keep telling her, tried. Don't do the inside of the windows. You know what happened the last time when you fell in?
David.
All right. When I phoned you about the do, mate, you thought I was winding you up, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Yes, I was definitely. Because you've got that sense of humour.
And then when you turned up, and all the Maltesers were there.
Oh, marvellous. I'll tell you, boys, I said it, I know I've been on about a few things in my life, but that was very emotional for me that night, and I'll take that in my grave with me. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. That was a marvellous experience. The gesture, everything.
Twice, and Barcelona, you mentioned that a few times. Southside.
No, it was good to meet up with Davey that night. The first time round at the do. And it was good to catch up with him again. It was a pleasure to go to the game with him and enjoyed that day out. So I'm sure we'll have another one in the future, Davey.
That's nice, thanks.
It was an emotional night for me, sitting with Myra Hinley and Davey, and then the two of them put their hand in their pocket.
That was the night for you, mate. You know what I mean?
It was a pleasure sitting with Davey. It was a good night, Davey, wasn't it?
It was a great night. The only thing is, when the night was starting, I had my camera and all shouted there, Davey, get out loud, you?
All the people in the hall, we had to tell the oldest guy there to put his phone away.
You can tell I don't get out much.
I know, and you also could tell why.
Oh, God, that was marvellous. Great experience. I took it. Loved it. Loved it.
Oh, it was a good night. Went well, you know. And maybe we'll do one in the future, Southside.
Maybe. You never know.
You never know.
And I met I met young Hadji, who was my mate I grew up with. I found out that night that was his son. And that was marvellous. What a feeling that gave me. And I could talk to Jimmy Paul's boy. Marvellous. Young Hadji.
It's a small world, Davey, isn't it?
I couldn't believe that. It was fun. Something was meant to happen. And that to me was the something that night.
That was good. Gordon Smith, Mark Haitley, and Derek Johnson. Good grub, good people, good drink, good night. Simple as that, wasn't
it? Brilliant.
You know, but anyway, we digress. Listen, we need to get back to Sunday. Southside, I mentioned that you need to win the midfield. You're right. But in these games, there is times where you maybe no win the midfield, but you come out on top because, you know, you're a bit of luck, a bit of magic, a mistake, you know. So they're always hard to predict, eh?
They are hard to predict. There's no kidding. You always, in your heart and in your head, you always think, aye, we're going to win. But they are hard to predict, and there's many a time when we've been favourites, many a time in the past, and we've been turned out, and vice versa. I've seen it over the years. It's about 11 players turning up and performing on the day. You can maybe get away with carrying the odd passenger through a game now and again, but you all need to work hard, Docs. It's all right saying you don't need to win the midfield battle, but you do in a way. You've got to track your runners and track back. It's a midfield. You
need to stay in the game.
And you don't want to pick a booking. And you don't want to pick a booking up early in a game like that either. You know, so you've got to make sure that we're dictating the play when we can. And I'm looking for Diamonde, and I think it will be Lundstrom. That's just my opinion. I don't think there's any reason to change it. And we didn't bring Diamonde in and get him playing all these games and think, oh, we're playing them, so we better drop him because Sterling will get about the park. Or I'm going to play Lawrence in there and I'll do something different. I don't see it. I think Diamonde will play in there beside Lundstrom. And that's the way I see it. He's done it in Europe now. He's done it in every other game, so there's no reason why he wouldn't in this game. It's a must-win. I will say it. It's a must-win game for us, I think. I think it's a must-win game. I'm not going for this. We can take a draw. I'm not going down that road.
If you look
at
the arithmetic, Southside, it's a big game for him. But because it's a game for us, and because of the circumstances, you're spot on. Because if we win, and then we win on Wednesday up at Dundee at 10 o'clock, and Wednesday night coming back down that road, we could be 5 points clear with 6 games left, mate.
Aye, that's what we're looking for. That's what we were looking today. I'll be looking forward to that one when it comes. But Sunday's the most important game, but it's about Hawks. We've got to start making sure that we're beating them at Ibrox, and they will be confident. If you look at the record of the last wee while, we've been honking for most there. So, but for now going forward, we've got a new manager, and he's got this team playing decent football. We've got decent players. One's maybe no gone. You've sampled it before. And Diamonde, but apart from that, the rest of them have played in it. So it's just about going out and turning up on the day and making sure we win, and try and put in a good performance. And hopefully they'll do that. But first and foremost, that we need to a draw is a draw, but it'll not be good enough, folks. We need to win. I'm looking for a win on Sunday, and that's the way it should be.
Always, Stevie.
I don't know what's happening here, but this is twice tonight. I agree with him. No, you're home. You've got to win your home games. Any game against them's a must-win game. I don't get Rangers fans saying, "Oh, we're happy if we get 2 draws and win the league." I want to beat them every time we play them. I know some of them are trying to be realistic, but surely they must be realistic. We're at home. Rangers are at home. We want to go and do them. We want to put a marker down and say, we're the big kiddies the block now. We won this game and won our game in Horn against Dundee, but we're winning this league. We'll get one Horn in the cup if you do that. I've got to come to Southside. It's a must-win game.
I mean, let's be honest. You're 5 points clear if you win the next 2 games with 18 points to play. It's just a match, and that's it. And you know, it's a big lead at such a crucial time in the season. But I get it. I get the arithmetic. People will argue in the arithmetic it's maybe a bigger game for them. But I think because of the circumstances, Ibrox, Davey, I think it's a bigger game for us.
It's the biggest game since the League Cup final. Might even be bigger than that, because as what we're saying and what we're talking about, I agree with Suicide. It is a must-win. Definitely, you could go doing all the permutations and come up with a certain thing, but you got to win. And if we do get, it's not in the bag. But if we get that, as you were saying, the 5 points, which would be absolutely massive, really massive. But let's take what Philip says about one game at a time. And I think we've got to go out there and empty the tank out on that mob on Sunday. Because we've got to match them forever. For every stride, we've got to have 2 strides in front of them.
Yeah. I get it, mate. It's all about attitude and desire and hunger. And you need to be up for it. Southside.
Aye, listen, we've got most of the squads played in these type of games. Most of them have been about the team apart from Diamonde. Cantwell gets it, he spoke about it. So it's about these players taking the pressure which comes with playing at Glasgow Rangers. And this is a title running, and it's time to step up. So Sunday, they all have to step up. If somebody doesn't have a good game, you might have to carry one player. But apart from that, that's the most you can carry. It's about getting full focus, create chances, set about them, attitude, application, and just go for it. And hopefully we'll take the first goal and then we take it from there. But we've failed at times in the past, but under Clement and now going forward, it should be rectified. And Sunday's the first chance we've got to do it. So it's time to put the hammer down, get the 3 points, and then we go to Dundee and we'll get the 3 points there. And then we've got a 5-point cushion going to Ross County. So that's the way I see it, and that's the way it should be done.
All right. If you were picking a player to carry, it would obviously be Redvan, wouldn't it? Anyway, we'll be joined by Big Al.
Oh man, you're like Bob Monkhouse, man, with the jokes. What was I going to say to you? Is that you on? Are you on parade on Sunday at Southside?
Aye, we're on parade, mate. Aye.
Hey, I didn't know you were a majorette.
You've caught meeting.
I was just going to say,
aye.
What's that? A big toffee, a big caramel toffee. Anyway, what was I going to say? Look, I think one player I think we would all agree that we need to. I don't think he's a great player either, but is that McGregor? Is he playing? Because he's just been able to do, and it was the same as with Brown as well. They have been able to go and just go in that park and do whatever they feel like doing. Nobody ever seems to take them up, hit them hard, or man on them, or anything. They players for the past umpteen seasons have just been able to do what they feel like doing on that park. I think that's critical for us to get a stranglehold in them.
He's not played for a couple of months, I don't think, mate. And he did play the weekend, but you never know, do you? You never know.
Well, if he's at, because I think that's one of the things that Slot has done in these games the past few seasons is we allowed up one of their players just to do what he felt like in the middle of the park. Nobody was on him, and that created space. I don't know what it is, if we feel intimidated or what. I don't know. Hopefully all that's gone with. Just one other thing, though. This isn't a criticism, and I know Tavernier's he's been playing relatively well, but there's still question marks about his defending. He has to, I don't know, does he stick close to that Maeda? Does he stay off him? He has to have the game of his life. Not going forward, but I think defensively at the weekend, because it is critical that we get the points. It is, with Southside 100%. It's critical. It's a must-win game. The pressure's on us. I quite like the pressure being on us. I think the manager will like that. It focuses the players. We have to come out of that game with the points. I have heard a few rumblings, reading online and a couple of interviews and different things like that. Oh, look, it's not over. That attitude is rank wrong. It's stinking. We have to go in and we have to make sure that we dominate the game from start to finish and we come away, whether it's 1-0 or 5-0, I don't care. But we have to come off the park with 3 points. It's critical, really critical.
I think that argument's coming for the arithmetic, Al, but this game on Sunday's not about arithmetic. Yeah.
Arithmetic, maths, I don't care. Algebra, I don't care. 3 points is a must. It has to be done. Because I even think the manager alluded to it, did he not?
I don't know.
In one of the interviews.
I
think he did. And he was talking about books and things like that. It's like a book. Anyway, it is what it is, but I think it's really critical that we get it. So I need to go because I want to watch the rest of this game. But you enjoy yourself on Sunday with your baton and your miniskirt or in your plimsolls, all right, big man?
I think that's Saturday night. I think that's Saturday night.
That's Saturday night in Savoy.
I was going to say you did a lap dancing and all. That's a niche market, isn't it?
Here, online, it's here online. It's not a problem, mate.
Oh, you got your fans online now. There's an old boy who lives next to me. He's about 75. And the other morning there, I was coming out to get in the car, and it's 5:30 in the morning, and he's slipping the Asian chick into the car like us that to him. Oh, God yourself. Right, take care, boys. Take care. Thank you.
Yeah,
See, that's what you're letting us do, Davey. There's that old guy in Australia doing that, and at 5 in the morning, you get up for the toilet.
No, that's the weather. It's the weather.
Oh dear, Big Al, what a man, Stevie.
Oh, don't need to tell me about Big Al and the Pampas. Oh, dear, man, what a man. I can't wait to hear that story when we won the league about the, what is it, the GCV and 100 pair of knickers. I can't wait to hear that story.
It might get put off air, but it is what it is.
you said to him if we won the league, you can tell it. So I'm rubbing my hands here. Brilliant. And he's got Southside sorted out, hasn't he? He's got
his number. He's got his number.
Oh, aye. He's got Southside well sorted.
Aye. It doesn't disappoint me. Meet Big Al. He stood in the doorway of the pub I was in. You couldn't see any daylight.
2 pints for the one horn.
He walked up with you, Oxdear. Aye.
Here, I had 50 guys on the road with me, and I was still worried when he was shouting for Big Stevie. But the hacky got away with the court singing down on it.
Looking forward to meeting him when he comes out. He said he'll be here maybe soon, so hopefully we'll catch up.
So man, I just left Stevie that morning and then Al appeared. Yeah. Some man. Anyway, I think he's right. I get it. I get what he's saying. I get what people are thinking about it. That if you you add up the games and it's mathematically still in our hands. This is a game. It's so crucial we win for a lot of reasons. Not just this season, for next season, and put them back in their box, put them under pressure, get the Sharks out outside. Yeah?
Sharks will be out, definitely. Listen, it's just about Clement's in now. This is his sort of, seeing his squad. I'll say his squad now. And you can tell, like, he's a winner. And he's had his winning. And he's had his own a good run. And he's turned this team around. And he's getting results. No, we've not always had great performances, but we've had results and we've got ourselves now in a title running where all we have to do is do the job properly, beat them on Sunday like we should be doing and like we expect to do because we've been playing well. And they've got players that can come up and cause us trouble, right? But they're not any great shakes either. That's what you've got to believe in all. You look at it, I mean, apart from a freak result against Dundee, they've been scraping over the line the last minute goals and comebacks and whatnot. They've been beat twice with Hearts and they've been done with Kilmarnock. So they're not any great shakes. We've got a decent team, and if we've got Cantwell playing well and we've got Silva playing well, Dessers hopefully hitting the net when he gets his chance. And we've got the rest of the players contributing, Diamondi and that. We've got the defence usually pretty solid. We can be a bit slack sometimes, but yeah, we're playing them and we've just got to get stuck in and control most of the game and no give nothing away too much in transitions, mate. And as long as we keep it tight, we should go and get a victory. We've got the whole support there on Sunday, so they'll hear us and it'll drive the team to victory, mate. I'm sure it will.
Stevie?
Again, I can only agree with my wingman. You know, it's just games are won and lost in the midfield. I can only agree with Southside. We need to win the midfield battle. Just go out and do their business. Let them know. Keep things tight. Keep to our game plan. Clement will breed it into them before they go. And let's be honest, well, a lot of players in that part have done this before. There's only one I can think of at maybe start who's no done it, you know what I mean? It's Diamandi. So the bottom line for me, the Bears know what they've got to do. They've got the full support, the full place behind them.
Yeah. Do you agree, Davey, or do you see it slightly different?
No, I'll tell you, if we can nullify, stifle them in the middle, take it where their danger comes to, we've got more adequate enough there to give them. I'm not usually optimistic, but I'm saying to myself, I hope so. If we score the early first goal, I think we'll take 2 or 3 of them. Especially with the way the crowd situation is as well. If we're up for it, but we have to be up for it. That's the bottom line. There's no in-betweens here. It's got to be give your all.
Aye. I worry when he cuts out South.
Listen, it's like we said, we're at home. It's about the confidence for the players, the team. You can't predict these games. Let's be honest, you can't. You can only go with what inform and what you think coming up to the game. And you know yourself, sometimes you can be in rotten form, mate, and you can turn the result because things happen in these games and players do crazy things sometimes as we've seen in the past. But Clement seems to be wanting to make sure we keep 11 players on the park, keep focused and keep doing what he's telling the team to do and how he's making this play with the tactics. You'll have tactics against them, you'll have studied it and you'll have a plan and it's just about executing it on Sunday. So hopefully the team will, mate.
See, in modern football with these 5 substitutes, he's a manager, so just quickly, I would always be tempted to substitute anybody being booked at half time. Yeah.
Aye, well, obviously, because modern day football now, you pick up bookings for the simplest of challenges that normally you would have thought would have been all right. And I always said, as I've said a couple of times, if you stick Sterling in there, he's usually all in action. You know, he's gung-ho, and if he picked a booking up early, because he's had a couple of bookings in the last few games, I know he got one right to the death in the other week, but he picked up one against Benfica when he played in Europe and all, and he picked a couple up in the league. But if you take a booking early, you might be as well maybe sometimes taking the player off at half time, depending how influential he is. But
you're tough to think about it for all. I get you want to keep a living on the park. Listen, it's been the night's just flew. We walked down memory lane, passion, but we've got to give a shout out to Spanish Billy. It was a call to thank Stevie, but when he talked about his boy and the build up and how his boy enjoyed the game, it puts everything into perspective. What being a Rangers fan and the family and all that's about. Big Stevie.
Absolutely brilliant. You're totally right. And they boys stick a lot into the club, so they do. But listen, thanks for having us on tonight. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it's the most I've ever agreed with Southside in the one night. And absolutely brilliant night. All Davey, Big Al, brilliant. Been a great night, and I'm just looking forward so much to the game on Sunday where the Teddy Bears will win the game and just go to sight, go to distance, and we'll do the business. But well done, Ox. Well done for hosting. You've done well tonight, mate.
You better give a shout out for you know who before you go.
Aye, and all my friends that go bathrooms, well done again. Big George, Big Andy, all the boys that go bathrooms for all your toiletry needs. Well done. You the boys are fun.
Oh, brilliant. Baby boy.
I'll need to go to the toilet now. Aye, it's an honour to come on this show. It's great to be able to speak about Rangers to a worldwide audience, and it's always a pleasure. So, roll on Sunday, get the 3 points in the bag, and thanks for listening to me. And God bless the Gers, guys, and you all stay safe. Good night.
Cheers, Davy boy. Cheers, Davy boy. Southside.
Aye, you never know where this show's going to go, mate, do you, when people come on and you start talking about different subjects. But it's been a good wee debate and good going down memory lane a wee bit for what memory we've all got left. It was good to be on with my big mucker, as always, Big Stevie. So aye, everybody's focused now for Sunday, mate. That's what we're looking forward to. Big game, biggest game we've had in a long time. Hopefully Rangers will do the business. Clement will have a team focused. Hard game, but one that we know we can win and start to turn the table, put pressure on them. They've been winning titles in the last while with no pressure, so it's time to get the pressure on them, mate. So hopefully 3 points on Sunday, and then we can go to Dundee. Looking forward to a trip up there and nail another 3 points, mate. So thanks for having us on. It's been a pleasure as always to be with your good self, Stevie, and the listeners, with the callers as well, mate. Big Al, good to hear him on.
And just remember, if anybody wants to win a ticket to go to the game on Sunday, it's £10 at shop.rangersradio.online. Click on there, and there's a page, and work your way through it. Pick a number, and we'll take it. Fill the form in, get your details. It's just like buying anything online. It's all secure, and then we'll draw it later on in the week, and there'll be a ticket sorted out for you to go and watch Rangers beat Celtic at Ibrox. Thanks to... Yes, mate.
Can I just say, one of the listeners, Keith Hamilton, Keith's listening in the night. He was trying to send me £20 to take a couple of shots. But just go on and do it yourself, Keith. I know you're listening in, mate. I know it's a wee bit hard, but just listen to what Ox is saying.
All right. Just go to the shop, rangersradio.online, Keith. And if you have any hassle, just message through Facebook. I know you're listening on Facebook, and we'll sort you out, Keith. There's more than one way to skin a cat if you're struggling, mate. But listen, we appreciate what everybody's doing. And also, remember, we're raffling a ticket to raise money for a wonderful cause. Listen, thanks to old Davey for joining us, and always great to hear from Big Al. But as I said earlier, thanks to our Spanish Billy, who stole the show tonight with his story about him and his young boy Cameron and their trip to Ibrox, and they met our Big Stevie. Listen, thanks to Stevie and Southside for also doing the show. Fox and Old School both for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10, talking about all things Rangers. And if you've got a spare tenner and you want to be at the match, have a go. Take it away, Old School Blue.